I should be crowned for having so many rice recipes which you have not tried out. Instead, you are eating boring white rice every single day. So in this recipe, I'm going to be showing you another rice recipe, that is Pilau Njeri, which is a Kenyan classic dish which turns out super delicious, flavorful, and it's very easy to make. This is going to be a very super fast recipe, so you're going to prep up ahead all your fresh ingredients, and I've already done that. We have some coriander, lots of garlic and ginger, a large onion, some chili, lots of veggies, tomatoes, and potatoes. Also, you're going to stock up on your whole spices. For this recipe, we're going to be using some cumin seeds, fennel seeds, cardamon pods, and black peppercorns, together with a few other ingredients which you're going to find listed in the description box down below. Also, you're going to wash 1.5 cups of rice several times to get rid of the excess starch. Then you're going to be soaking for around 10 to 15 minutes at most. So we're going to get straight into making Pilau Njeri by placing a pot over medium-high flame. Then we're going to be adding in 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. And you're going to start off building flavor by adding in 1 large onion to your pan. Then you're going to be sauteing for around a minute or until the onions get a lovely golden brown color. I'm going to add in a little bit of salt, which is going to help draw water for the onions, hence they're going to cook very fast. Whenever you're sauteing your onions, always stir frequently so that the onions don't get dark bits of color, which always look very awful in food. So now you're going to add in your garlic and ginger, and this is a thumb size of ginger and around 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. I always say you can never get enough of garlic, so you can add to your own liking. Onions ready, add in your garlic and ginger, and also you're going to be adding in your whole spices, which is a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, a couple of black peppercorns, and around 5 to 6 cardamon pods into the pot. Then you're going to be cooking together with the onions, garlic, and ginger. Garlic and ginger cooks very fast, so it's going to take around 30 seconds to a minute. And also you have to stir after adding in your garlic and ginger so that it doesn't burn. So within 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to cook out the raw garlic flavor and make it very flavorful. Hence, your kitchen is going to be smelling so nice. I've chopped up around 4 medium potatoes for the recipe, and I've cut in half. So I'm going to transfer into the pot. Then next, you're going to add in a heaped teaspoon of tomato paste. The brown color is going to soak into the rice. That's the trick that I always use to brown my pilau rice. So don't let the color get too dark. Also, the onions are going to be very flavorful. You're going to stir in the potatoes, tomatoes, and the rest of the ingredients, and by now you should catch some cumin flavor and fennel flavor in your kitchen. So when it comes to adding in potatoes to your rice dishes, some of you usually overcook your potatoes and others always undercook your potatoes. So the trick is to add in the potatoes together with the tomatoes and cook until the tomatoes are cooked down, which is going to take around 2 minutes at most. And once you do that, your potatoes are not going to be overcooked if you're going to be cooking Pilau Njeri or even any rice dish. Adding in some extra tomato paste is going to enhance that tomato flavor and also add in some color to your rice. And after around 2 minutes, this is how my tomatoes are looking. So I'm going to add in 2 beef seasoning cubes and a beef stock cube. Add in some chilies, which are quite optional. I love some spicy kick in my food. I find that adding in some beef or chicken cubes adds in a very nice flavor to food, especially when it comes to rice. Also, the cooking time for your potatoes is going to depend on how big or how small you have chopped up your potatoes. So if you're going to be chopping up into tiny pieces, they're going to cook super fast. Hence, your potatoes are going to be overcooked. Once done, that is when your tomatoes are ready. You're going to be draining water from your rice. And the rice at this point is very delicate because you've been soaking for around 10 to 15 minutes, that is. So now I'm going to add in my rice into the pan. Toss the rice together with the delicious sauce and add in 3 cups of water. Stir in the rice, then you're going to wait for the water to come to a boil, which is going to take around 3 to 4 minutes at most. Check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, you're going to be adding in some more salt. The beef seasoning cubes and stock cube contain a little bit of salt, so it's just a matter of adjusting the seasoning to perfect the rice dish. I still have my veggies, that is French beans. We have some purple cabbage, carrots, which I'm going to be adding at the end. So you're going to cook your rice for around 5 to 6 minutes until the water is evaporated. Then I'm going to be showing you how you're going to steam your veggies so that they can turn out crunchy, not overcooked, and delicious. Once the water is fully evaporated, just like this, you're going to reduce the flames to low. Then you're going to place your veggies on top. Cover your pot, then you're going to simmer your rice for 5 minutes. Introducing the veggies at this point is going to make sure that your dish has fiber, which is not overcooked. 5 minutes in, my rice is perfectly cooked, so I'm going to put out the flames and just look at all that steam. You'll notice that the French beans still have that nice green color, and also the cabbage is perfectly cooked together with the carrots. So at this point, you're going to use your fork and fluff up your rice. The potatoes are not overcooked, as you can see. This is how my rice is going to be looking. So I'm going to pick a platter and serve my rice on one side. Here's my avocado. Adding in some avocado or some sauteed cabbage on the side is the classic way to enjoy your pilau Njeri. So hope you'll be giving this recipe a try, because it's going to take less than 30 minutes of your time and it's going to turn out absolutely delicious as always.